You can't do this without. No way you can do this without. Can't do that without. Well, what are we talking about here? Dorsiflexion is a movement at the ankle that brings your foot upwards towards your shin. And you can thank these three muscles, which are primarily responsible for performing dorsiflexion. It also works the other way. You're dorsiflexing if your shin is traveling forward towards the top of your foot. Dorsiflexion is important because it works alongside your knees and hips to put you in optimal positions during the squat and other functional movements. All you need is a ruler, a knee, and an ankle. What we're going to do, lead toe is 5 inches away. All we're doing is trying to touch knee to wall with 2 rules. 1 is the knee can't come inward, and 2 is the heel can't lift. And pay attention to where you feel this, because that might determine what you need to do if you can't touch the wall. So, going forward, far as you can, don't let the heel lift. For me, I feel it in front, but some people feel it more in the back. And those are the 2 most common areas where you may feel like you're getting blocked. You want to test both sides. So I'm 2 inches away there. And on the left, about the same. I still feel it in front. So let's say you're like me and you can't touch knee to wall. What types of things do we need to work on? We're going to put it in 2 groups. We're going to put it in you feel it more in front, and the second group is you feel it more in the back. When we dorsiflex, the bones of the ankle, specifically the talus, has to slide backwards or posteriorly. So when we dorsiflex, that talus, to stay within the joint, is sliding backwards. So if you're feeling it in front, maybe you have limitations with that backwards slide. To address this, and you've probably seen someone do something similar, is you get a band, and these are pretty strong bands. This is just going to simulate that backwards glide as we introduce some dorsiflexion. So you want the band right below the crease in the front of the ankle, and you can move your foot forward to put more tension on it. From here, we're just forcing knee over toe, just like the test. 5-second hold and back. This is dynamic, so we're not holding it for really long, but we're gonna pulse in and out of it. So I'm gonna do 20. And that's how you can address some of that limitations in front of the ankle. Let's say you feel it more in the back. There's 2 muscles we want to think about, the gastroc and the soleus. What you need to know about the gastroc is that it crosses the knee joint and it attaches via the Achilles tendon. The soleus is deeper to the gastroc, does not cross the knee joint, also attaches via the Achilles tendon. So the way we're going to stretch them is a little bit different. For the gastroc, we want a stretch with knees straight. My favorite way to do this, not advisable to hold on to the ceiling, but on a step with a handrail is better. We're just going to have half your foot on the step, let your heels fall, and you should hopefully feel that stretch in the back of the leg. So this is something we do hold for a little bit longer, 30 seconds, couple rounds. Rest in between. So that's the gastroc. For the soleus, we need the knee bent. Couple ways you can try. The first one, let's go. We're going to stretch the right leg and back, left and front. We're going to bend the right knee and lunge forward at the same time. And you kind of want to feel that almost right on the Achilles tendon. If you're looking for something a little more aggressive, you could try right up on the wall knee bent, and you're basically trying to go knee to wall again. And you should feel that right on the Achilles tendon and in the calf. Once you finish the stretches, whether you do the banded glide for the front or the stretches for the back, I would always follow with some type of functional movement where you're in that dorsiflex position. So for me, I really like a split squat with a kettlebell where we are just kind of holding that dorsiflex position, and we kind of want to make it dynamic, so we're moving in and out of it just to reinforce what we have been working on with the other stretches. And each rep you're just trying to take it a little bit further. But I've seen people do this with the squat. Some people will hold weight, a barbell on their knees, or a plate. But the idea is just to reinforce what we stretched. So there you have it. There's some ideas for you to get started working on some ankle mobility. The key is consistency. I would aim to do your routine 3 to 4 times a week. And also don't forget to reassess every once in a while just to make sure you're on the right track. So to reassess, it's the same test, the 5-inch knee to wall test, just to make sure you're on the right track with your routine. And that's all for now.